Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Max Efficiency Trailblazer Ranger. In the last video, I did some stuff, and today we're also going to do some stuff, and I'm currently at 34k points. Here's the stats. I just woke up, which means I have to edit the previous video, so I'm gonna run some Apatol laps. I stopped the laps yesterday exactly at 1100, so that's where I'm picking up from today. Ooh, 1111 laps. That means I'm supposed to make a wish. Okay, I wish for world peace. Wait, no, if you say it out loud, it doesn't come true. Dang. Okay, I have to think of another one. Okay, I wish to end world hunger. Wait, we got 98 agility coming in. All done. Now it's time to play the game. I want to do fishing trawler, but I do not want to do it solo. I'm going to try to find the world that people are doing it on. I heard that people might be doing it on the Temperos world. Let's see. Oh, it's World 401, okay. Might be more so because it's World 1 and not so much because it's the Temperos world, but yeah, I already see a bunch of white dots over there. Oh, fletching. That's a good idea. I'm gonna get fletching stuff. The ship will be back in 2 minutes. Look at all those feathers. I love that in the league you just buy a bunch at a time, so you don't have to do as much shopscape opening the packs like you have to in the main game. Okay, I think I should have made it back in time for the trawler. Under 1 minute. Go, 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 go. The angler's pieces are gonna be a 1 out of 2 drop, just like everything in the game. You know, everything's a 50-50 chance. And I have 1 piece already. I got the angler's hat, which I probably should be wearing, but too late now. It takes about 40 seconds apparently to get your contribution up to 50, and after that you just AFK the rest of the time. I mean, you're not supposed to AFK, but when there's so many people here and they're all like doing their part, I can AFK and I'll be perfectly fine. But if you're in a group of like 5 people and 1 person is AFKing, it kind of scales with the number of people in here. So when you as an individual are a bigger percent of the people on the boat, then 1 person not helping does make a big difference, but not in this case. Let's see if we get a piece. Wow, never lucky. Oh, I have to cook this manta ray. That is for the diary, not the league. It is already elite task. Glad to have that taken care of though. Feels good to feed 2 birds with 1 scone. Wow, 81 fletching. Do we get it? What? How is this possible? If this one's not a piece, I'm gonna do another round of trawler. That's it. I'm doing another round of fishing trawler. Oh wow, 95 fishing. Yes, I got top. Can we get the back-to-back? Yes, the boots. Please. Oh, it feels so good to get that. My last piece was the boots, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for a 1 out of 2. Well, got 4 pieces, just 1 more left to go. Oh, that kind of the league task kind of ruined the joke. I was gonna go for the angler's clubs, but the league task is clearly wrong. You have to get all 5 pieces to get the full angler's outfit. Anyways, let's move on. I got a bit carried away trying out the new angler's outfit. I just spent a while fishing, but now let's actually move on to something. Last video, I said I got a super secret Slayer task that I wanted to save for the next video, which is today. Well, that Slayer task was Krakens. It is my first time getting a Kraken task, and is range gonna work on them? Because it's not... I have to use mage, don't I? I guess there's a damage cap. I never actually looked into that before. Okay, let's try this. I'll use the smoke battle staff with... I can't use Fire Surge because I'm not 95 magic, and I also can't make Wrath Runes yet, so I'm just using Fire Wave instead. But yeah, I was reading on the wiki, it does say that range attacks are heavily reduced, and you can't even use melee on them. Not that I would want to use melee. I've got 190 for my tasks, so that's a pretty juicy task, and I have now defeated a Cave Kraken. The Trident drop is going to be a 1 out of 40 from these little guys, and once I get that, I'll go fight the boss. Because from the boss, it's like 1 in 100, 102 from the boss. So it'll be a lot faster to get it from the baby Krakens. Since I'm using an overhead for these, I can just use my best prayer armor. Well, I just got 95 magic. I could go on a little excursion to train my runecraft up a bunch and get a bunch of pure essence first, but it's fine. Once I get the trident, I'll just be using the trident on the boss, which I'm gonna get right here. No, imagine though. No way. The Kraken tentacle from the baby Kraken? Let me check the drop rate on that. Whoa. I'm glad I got that though, because I do have to make a tentacle whip for a league task. That is... Okay, it's 1 in 1200 in the main game or 1 in 240 in the league. So not like insane, but like still pretty crazy. It would have been 1 out of 80 from the boss. Yo, there it is, the trident. That was 85 KC, so more than double the drop rate. I am so glad to see that though. I'm gonna have to buy a whole ton of fire runes for this, this, but again, I'm very glad that you could just buy the packs and not have to open the packs. It's super nice, and probably get some chaos runes too. I just had flashbacks to previous leagues where the shop stocks weren't always at full, and I remember the fishing explosives were like out of stock on every single world, and you'd have to wait until a game update to even be able to buy them. You'd have to be like the first to log in and buy out the stock so that you could kill Kraken with them. I only have one whip, and if I make it into the tentacle whip and then use up all the charges, I'll get the tentacle back, but I'll lose the whip. But I don't think I'll even use the whip enough to use up all the charges or really use it anywhere. So I'm just going to make that into the tent, lose the whip, but we get the Abyssal Tentacle, equip that, and then I'll equip the Trident, and there is an elite and a hard task, 280 more points. Like I've mentioned before, there's certain bosses where if you use range on them, you can't use range, or it's really bad to use range, like Thermi, and Kraken is yet another example of range being bad, but it's just what the point of the league is. You know, you pick a combat style, and certain bosses you're going to do extra well at, and certain bosses you won't be able to use your combat style on, and that's the fun of it. As I'm getting 1 KC of the boss, I realized I forgot to put on my magic defense armor. Teleport out and do that. Actually, if I teleport out from here, I'm not sure if the Crystal of Memories would save it. Just to be safe, I'll teleport out from outside. Now I've got my magic defense set up with the magic damage boosting setup. I just realized this whole entire time I forgot to summon my guardian. I literally just forgot that I had her. It's been a long day, man. Long day at the Long Day Factory. It's 3 p.m. If you ever wanted a fun, extremely niche RuneScape fact about Kraken, it's that the range damage, if you try to hit it with range, you do 1/7 of the normal damage. I learn new stuff about the game every day. That's the cool thing about the league. You'll learn all these fun little facts about the game that you never would have thought to look up otherwise. This is the source of that info for the 1/7 damage, and I think this is really cool that Kraken's been out since 2014, and no one has ever thought to ask about how range damage works at Kraken, because why would you? Like, no one would ever even think to use range at Kraken. You just know it barely damages it and don't even bother. But I assume this person asked because they knew the league was coming up. This is just a few months ago, and then this information has since been added to the wiki. That's the 1/7 damage. That's so cool, man. I love that the league like brings all this new knowledge out. Hey, that's a nice little surprise. I got a Kraken Adept, which is 20 KC, which also put me at 50 combat achievements, which that was a league task. And now a Kraken Tentacle from the big boss. What did I just do? Kraken hurt me. Okay, I'm not saying that again. I have defeated the Kraken boss 50 times, and then the other league tasks are for 150 KC and 300 KC, which I do plan to do eventually because this is like super easy and pretty quick too, even without being able to use range. And then there's the combat achievement to get 50 KC without leaving the instance. And there is a full trident from the boss, aka free runes. Whoa, another tentacle. So many tentacles. Should call me Squidward. And there's a combat achievement to defeat 100 Kraken without leaving the room. It only leaves one more combat achievement for this boss, which is killing all the tentacles first. Ooh, look at that timing. 96 magic at the same time as getting that combat achievement done. Unnecessary optimization. And if we take a look at Kraken, you could see 5 out of 5. I want to test when I leave the instance. I want to see if the Crystal Memories will save this spot, because I think it won't. Yeah, it did not save it. I had to test it though for science. And 150 KC at the Kraken boss. This has taken a lot longer than I thought it would. I've been just at this boss alone for 2 hours, plus I spent even longer at the baby Krakens. And as it's getting later into the day, I've realized I've kind of like spent my whole day doing Kraken or Kraken related stuff. But we're almost done, only 5 kills left. I'll probably come back for 300 at some point whenever I get a task, but I would prefer to save this for my AFK time in the future because it's like almost no effort. I really want to get a Revs task because I want to get that crossbow. Any willy weapon would be nice, but like of course especially I guess mainly the crossbow. And I just really want to skip a bunch of tasks till I get Revenants. I can do fast tasks though, like the skeletons, that's basically free Slayer points. In fact, that was a 10 milestone. I got 375 for that. I couldn't not do the Jad task. I have to eventually get to 5 KC for a league task and beyond too if I want to. I got Basilisks. I still have to get the job, but I don't want to AFK right now. I'm going to unlock the task storage. This costs 1,000 points, and even after buying that, I will still have plenty left over, so I can store that task and then grab a new one. Got another Jad task, and I was able to kill him before the healers got to him. So I got the Grandmaster Combat achievement, and that's 4 KC at Jad. What's the drop rate on these mossy keys? I'm not even killing them in the wildy, and I got freaking 5 of them in like a 20 kill task. Yes! Hey, Revenants, 207 of them. I didn't really skip too much. Oh, it feels good to get that. All right. Before I get started, here's the collection log if you want to take a look at that. And I got my gear set up. And with that said, let's pop on over to the Rev Caves. I cannot believe that. Whoa. Wait, I have to teleport out and charge that up. Hold on. I cannot believe that the very item, the very main reason why I wanted to go to Revs, I got that item. And it was like right at the start of the task too. That is insane. Yo, there's another Pokemon related name here. That's cool. I feel like you don't see any kind of Pokemon names too often around the game. So that's awesome. There's like 2 of us in one place. I don't really know what surf yourself means. Maybe he's a surfer. When the crossbow is charged with ether, an additional 50% range accuracy and damage boost is applied when attacking any NPC in the wildy, and then it consumes 1 ether per attack, whether or not you hit. I could have sworn that I saw or read somewhere, maybe in the League's Discord, that the crossbow does save the ether as part of the 90% ammunition save, but I'm not completely sure, but I think so. We'll test it out. Let's equip it for the first time. Oh, equip a crossbow. That's so cool, dude. I can't believe I got that. This does mean, though, that I'm going to want to go to Spindle to get the Fangs of Venenatis to upgrade the bow into the Web Weaver bow. But I'm going to at least try it out at Revs for a bit just to see how it does. Back into the wildy we go. I want to see what the max hit's going to be. The thing is, the RCB goes from 5 ticks to 2 ticks, but the Web Weaver goes from 3 ticks to 2 ticks. So it's 1 tick faster than the main game, whereas the RCB is 3 ticks faster. So I'm not sure what actually ends up being better. I guess we'll just see what the max hit is. I think it's like 45 with the RCB. So we'll see if I can hit something big here. I also want to see if it's going to save the 90% of charges. So I started this kill with 3370, and then by the time it's dead, we'll check again. 3369. I definitely used more than 1 shot during that 6, so it does save the 90%. 46. Oh, I think it is, but I'm pretty sure the max hit with RCB is 45. If anything though, it has a longer distance. The crossbow attacks from 9 tiles, or on long range, it attacks from 10 tiles away. Oh, you know what? I could actually go on long range because it'll still be 2 ticks. If you go on long range with the RCB, it becomes 3 ticks. But I'll be able to train defense this way and not have any DPS loss. And yeah, that's cool. That'll save a tiny bit of time at Soul Wars. I am 76 defense at the moment. Bro. 3rd Amulet of Avarice. No, I rolled the wrong thing. That's fine though. Like I wouldn't use the other 2 wildy weapons. It'd just be nice to have them because they're league tasks to equip them. Just to finish what I was saying before, the RCB has an attack distance of 7, or it's 9 if you're on long range. So 7 and 9 versus the crossbow, it's 9 or 10 if you're long range. I wouldn't use the RCB on long range because it's a tick slower. So it's essentially a distance of 7 versus a distance of 10, which could be nice for certain bosses. Maybe for fighting Spindle, that could be nice to be able to attack from farther away. There's an ancient totem, the 1 mil thing. Oh, it's actually sick. That was the one I was missing. New item in the collection log. So now I have all the totems. Whoa, I just got a defense level, and that gave me a combat level, and that was combat level 110, which is a league task. Whoa, the magic seeds. Another of the 1 mil totems. Okay, dude, okay. Kind of weird drop to get. Man, I thought 5 magic seeds was a lot. I just got 6 magic seeds from 1. If I'm just chilling, I'll only camp 1 of the Revenant Knights, but when I want to pay more attention, or if I'm really feeling like clicking, then I'll go back and forth between the 2 and kind of pick up the drops as I'm hitting and then start running back and go back and forth and get more kills that way. Ancient Emblem, oh, it's the 500k one. With the 10 tile attack distance of the crossbow, it's nice because I could just stand in the middle and just go back and forth and not even have to move, theoretically, if I didn't want to pick up the drops. But, you know, with Revenants, a lot of the drops probably are worth picking up. Why does it keep saying my weapon has 3,200 charges remaining? Is that because it's like proccing each time when it was at 3,200? It just kept spamming the message every time I got like the extra charge. Ooh, oh, it's a 2 mil. Dang, I saw the orange text. I thought it was like 8 mil. It's 2 mil. Hey, money. GP is GP. There's the 1 mil emblem. I am very glad I did that Revs task, needless to say. I don't know, there's just like a little voice telling me that I had to do Revs today, and I listened to it, and I was rewarded. Good timing though, because I'm about to eat dinner, so I'm gonna go AFK the basilisks. Oh, hello. 25 million hit points XP. Yes, that's sick. Basilisk Jaw. It's 1 out of 200 in the league, and I got it 216 KC. During dinner too. Like, at least let me swallow, you know what I'm saying. Okay, that's getting cut from the video. I'm gonna quickly finish up the task at regular basilisks before I go make that. I have to ask Olaf the Bard about basilisk jaws. Can I do it now? Combine those. Yes. Yo, the face guard. I don't know if I ever really used the Nezi, and I don't know if I'll ever use this face guard, but I got the league points for it, and that's what matters. Hello again. I've defeated 50 superiors. I kind of want to stack up 100 Laren's keys. I think that'd be a cool opening, but I'm not sure how many I'm at now. I think for the next video, for tomorrow, I'll go for 100. Dang, so after all the Slayer I've done, I've managed to stack up 57 Laren's keys. So it's like just over halfway to 100. And if I'm saying I want to get to 100 in one day tomorrow, that could be a lot of Slayer. But then again, I was doing like boss tasks and all the random tasks. But if I'm focusing more on wildy tasks, then maybe it'll be doable. If I'm going to be camping out wildy Slayer, then I probably should get the upgrade for the bow first from Spindle. So yeah, after the Slayer task, I'll go to Spindle for the rest of the night and try to get the upgrade. I really haven't done this boss in the league. I have 1 KC at Spindle, and that's it. It looks like the drop rate for the Fangs of Venenatus from Spindle is going to be 1 in 123. And here's my gear setup. Let's do it. Hopefully I can get lucky. This is it. I just stand here and get defense levels and then switch the prayers every once in a while. And then sometimes the spiderlings come out. Oh, and I have to dodge the webs. And in the main game, you'd bring like a dart switch to deal with the spiders. I could bring darts or knives. They'd be 1 tick to deal with the spiders, but like the spiderlings, but it's so fast already, it really doesn't matter. And there we go. That is the KC. The herb drops, man. Honestly, who needs the farmer's relic? Who needs farming in general when you have PVM? You can see I'm 9 or 8 kills in, and my prayer almost sustains itself, but like with the super restore drops, it will way more than sustain itself. 10 KC, Venenatus Adept. I just got 85 defense and Venenatus Veteran at the same time. There it is, the Fangs of Venenatus. I'm gonna go to the bank right now. I don't think I need anything to combine these together, just 85 fletching, which I'm not, but I am because of the plus 12. So let's do that. There we go, the Web Weaver bow. Or this says the Web Weaver's bow, but it's actually Web Weaver bow. Anyways, equip that. Here's another task for the league. And then if we take a look at the stats, so comparing this to the crossbow only had 75 range accuracy. So this is plus 10 accuracy. And then the regular crossbow had 60 strength. This is 65 strength. And this weapon has a special attack which hits the enemy 4 times. So I'll just do it right here to show you. And each hit, oh, that looks really cool. I've never actually seen that before. And each hit has a chance to poison. I'm just talking about the special attack. It has double accuracy, and then each hit does up to 40% of the player's max hit. So yeah, fun, neat little bow. Can be fun to use for all the wildy Slayer and all the wildy bosses going forward. I can't believe in just a few hours I went from having nothing to having the fully upgraded Web Weaver bow. Yeah, cool. I'll just do Slayer. I'll do all the tasks I can in the wildy and wind the night down and try to stack as many Laren's keys as possible before bed. Oh, look, the bow's doing the thing because the 90% chance of saving, and it's saving over and over at the 100 milestone, so it's spamming the message. I always almost miss these. I got a Dust Battle Staff from that superior. I was going to show on here, but it's labeled as Dust Devil, but that was from the Choke Devil. You can see it has the Laren's key, and that's multiple loot rolls. Alright, before I go to bed, since I got the Web Weaver bow, I've gotten 13 more Laren's keys, and then once I put these in here, I have a total of 70, so I'm gonna have to get 30 tomorrow. I think that's pretty reasonable. I'm looking forward to it. Next video, we're gonna have a big Laren's key opening, gonna get a bunch of skilling supplies, and that will help a lot on the road to max. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow.